Should the President of the United States be picking and choosing people who should have jobs based on whether they say nice things about him or not?
No, he got fired before Trump said a word. 46.2.
Actually, Trump called for his firing
with a very
last.
simple explanation.
Okay, let me respond to what you said. Trump called for his firing last fall, just to be clear.
Let's talk about what actually happened. $46.2 million in losses on a franchise that's 40 years old. It's old, it's dead, and unfortunately for all of the category, people are geometrically not watching late night TV anymore.
That was Kevin O'Leary just laying it out. Calm, direct, and honest. The media won't admit it, but let's be real. Colbert didn't get canned because Trump said something. He got canned because reality finally caught up to him. When your entire show is built around tired Trump jokes and smug monologues that stopped being funny 5 years ago, you're gonna lose your audience. And that's exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Hush. Welcome to Hush News. And right now, the left is throwing a full-blown tantrum over one of their late-night darlings getting booted for being, well, boring. Isn't it funny how when a conservative gets canceled, it's accountability, but the moment one liberal entertainer faces consequences, suddenly it's a threat to democracy. They love setting the rules.
That's Kevin O'Leary calmly explaining what establishment media can't admit. Colbert wasn't canceled by Trump, he was canceled by reality. That's what happens when your entire business model.
Do you think that they're canceling the show because this is what President Trump wanted to let this merger go through?
No. I mean, it's pretty. Look at the reporting on this. On and off the record, executives all over are saying, we had to do it for financial reasons. This is a massive show with a massive staff. It's losing a massive amount of money. This is the nature of the TV business right now. You just are not economically viable if you're supposed to be doing a comedy show that's not funny, that's losing $50 million a year. I mean, only liberals, extreme liberals, would think that we have to keep subsidizing partisan rants every night that are economically not viable just because. Why? It makes absolutely no financial sense. He works for a for-profit company. Don't you have to turn a profit at some juncture? And he's not doing it. And you know, there's a lot of people in this general business right now who think that I exist to go after Donald Trump at all costs, but no one stops to think, do I exist to make money or not? Maybe these things aren't compatible when you cut out half the country from your population.
It's honestly wild watching Scott Jennings be the only grown-up in the room while everyone else tries to twist this into some Trump conspiracy. Like seriously, if bashing Trump really got people fired, half the media would be out of a job by now. Kevin O'Leary hit the nail on the head. The entitlement here is insane. Colbert was raking in $15 million a year just to regurgitate the same stale jokes as every other late-night host. And when you're basically one of dozens doing the exact same act, don't be surprised when viewers check out after the first commercial. The audience moved on, the market made its decision, but instead of owning that, they're crying foul, spinning it as some kind of political hit job. Now you've got Brian Stelter and the crew on The View acting like democracy is collapsing just because one anti-Trump entertainer finally got the boot.
If you believe, as corporations or as networks, you can make yourselves so innocuous that you can serve a gruel so flavorless that you will never again be on the boy king's radar, A, why will anyone watch you? And you are wrong.
You know, Brian, we're also seeing some of the biggest names in comedy weighing in on this decision. What do you make of the reaction that's unfolding right now?
Stewart giving voice to something that many American liberals are worrying about right now. And frankly, I would say this is something that has been bubbling up for months at this point. Are TV networks going to keep supporting political satire and free speech at a time when President Trump's campaign of retribution is rattling corporate America? You know, there's been a long history in the U.S. of comics having a lot of space and room to poke fun at presidents, as well as the network executives who run the parent companies. But right now, fans feel that tradition is under threat, and it relates to a broader fear about institutions caving to Trump and quieting political dissent.
You know, it's always been the role of the court jester to make fun of the king. Yeah. That is the role of comedians. I have said on this show, I think I said it years ago, when they start coming for the comedians, all bets are off. Because the king he's supposed to take the hits.
Everyone should be concerned. People on the right should be concerned. People on the left should be concerned. Because it's very clear that if it is political, this is the dismantling of our democracy. This is the dismantling of our Constitution, right? And so the First Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason, and that is freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom to speak truth to...
I mean, come on. This is peak delusion. Brian Stelter and The View are acting like Colbert losing his job is some kind of constitutional crisis. These are the same folks who said absolutely nothing when everyday Americans were fired or silenced for holding unapproved opinions. They were quiet when people like Megyn Kelly got canceled over something as tame as a misunderstood comment. But now that it's happening to their guy, suddenly it's a national emergency. Let's be real, there's nothing more laughable than millionaire celebrities having a meltdown on live TV because one of their friends finally faced consequences. The outrage over Colbert getting canned perfectly captures the entitlement of the media elite. This guy made a fortune spewing the same tired Trump rants night after night, looking down on half the country, and now that the viewers tuned out, they're treating him like a fallen hero. This isn't some authoritarian crackdown, it's capitalism doing what capitalism does, cutting out what doesn't work. Meanwhile, Gutfeld, the only late night host coming from the right, is crushing it. Why? Because people are tired of being talked down to. This was never about free speech, it's about power, and the left can't stand losing even one echo chamber megaphone. But hey, that's just my take. What do you think? Was Colbert's firing just a business decision, or are these media elites right to cry censorship? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps. I'm Hush. This is Hush News. Thanks for watching.